In my mind, I'm still looking for a clown. I be looking all behind the potty plants, child, in the back of the thing, because I feel like a clown is gonna be like back there somewhere, and I don't like that, and I'm just on edge about it. She gets her procedure, she wakes up, and Dr. Hill, no. First of all, no. Let's pump the brakes right there, okay? It's old boy, okay? And I can't remember his name. I feel like his name is Dennis or David. I can't remember his name, but whenever I see his face, I already know he's sinister, okay? I don't know, he don't never play a dad or like a grandpa. He always, I'm assuming that he's gonna be a clown at some point in this episode or this show or this season, excuse me. Pause, because why the recovery room, instead of like curtains, they have these little sheer panels that's not blocking no paneling. They're not blocking no person. If I'm the person that's trying to be private and have a little privacy, nah, I'm gonna know, y'all gonna know all my business. Y'all gonna know all my beeswax. Y'all gonna see my cervix. Nobody was in there, no. I'm just making note. That's all I'm doing, is just making a note. That's it. That's all. But he like talking to her husband. Cause I'm the one with the cervix. I'm the one with the uterus. I'm the one that's going through the, talk to me, baby. That's how I know I would have went to the Better Business Bureau as well as the manufacturers, Coalition of America, as well as anybody else who I can report his ass to, because no, don't talk to my husband. I'm the one. It's me. Just because y'all have yams together don't mean y'all get to talk about me and leave my uterus and my cervix out of it. I'm the one with the fallopian tubes, okay? Talk to me. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel. I'm sorry. Hold on. Here we go. Listen, we've been gone a little minute. Hi, here's Blueberry. Blueberry missed y'all too. Say hi, cousins. Oh, yes, it's a Blueberry. She's a Blueberry Nana. Thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl, LB. Welcome to our channel, Watch With Me, LB, where we give you fun, fresh, and funny rants, reviews, and recaps on our favorite movies and TV shows. I'm back, y'all. Hey. Hey there. Ho there. How do you do? Where I'm getting that from? I don't know where I got that from. Tell your cousins bye, Bluesy. Say bye-bye. We had her Halloween, ow. And she got put in timeout yesterday, too. She was on one yesterday, okay? I'm back, y'all. What y'all been doing? Y'all crazy. United Airlines. I have been traveling for 2 weeks or so for work on the East Coast, but she's back in the dirty, okay? And she is hot. We're here to talk about American Horror Story now, okay? I have not watched American Horror Story since they started dealing with them clowns, folks. I don't do clowns. I don't play about clowns. I don't like them. I don't trust them, because how you smiling and you crying? Make up your mind. What you hiding, clown? What you got going on that your emotions not in check? Why your feet so big? How y'all all fitting in that car like that? I don't trust you. Okay, so when they started coming with them clowns, baby, I said, I'm out. Okay, I'm gonna see y'all another time. I have watched Coven now. Coven is the one. Coven is the top of the cream of the crop, okay? But this season is delicate, all right? We gonna pray for the best, and we gonna hope we don't have no clowns that I got to fight. Hopefully we can finish this season out without the presence of a clown. You know what I'm saying? Let's all be prayerful. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell for the notifications. And if you are so inclined, share this video. I'm trying to get as close as I can to 10,000 subscribers, or what I call cousins, before the end of the year. We got a little bit of time, okay? Y'all, I would very much appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get into this episode. This episode is titled Multiply Thy Pain. Why you want to do that? I can already tell you on some foolishness, though. I can already tell, okay, first of all, by the name of the episode, and then they opening up the episode with a Bible verse in the book of Genesis, child. Listen. Relax, okay? So, y'all, this episode opens up with Emma Roberts' character in bed, sleeping the night away, and she's sleeping on her side, and she gets like a hand coming across her belly and like intertwines with her, right? So we're assuming that is her partner. You know, I noticed that the partner has like a little mani going on, okay? At least like a little clear polish, okay? I did clock that, and as soon as I clocked that, my girl got freaked out because who the hell is that? And whoever it was, when she turned over to find out who that was in bed with her, grabbing her hands, they were standing up out the bed looking like the Grim Reaper's little brother in a black hooded cloak of some sort, which is never a good sign, okay? You don't ever want to wake up to somebody in no cloak with a hood on it, standing nowhere near you when you was asleep. Anna jumps up out the bed and chases the Grim Reaper's little brother through the house. They have a beautiful home, and chasing the Grim... Blue! My bad, she was being rude. The Grim Reaper runs out. Anna closes the door behind the person, and she's completely freaked out. And I would be too, because who that was touching me. Now, I do believe that sometime if you sleep on your back, the devil will ride your back. But you ain't about to chase the devil through the house. So I don't believe that's who that was. Okay, so we do have a little, a little poltergeist in the house. So I would suggest you burn that whole place down to the ground. I don't play like that. I'm willing to take extreme measures. So if somebody's in the bed with me, but also nobody's in the bed with me, something got to shake. So burn that bitch to the ground. It's a viable option. So we find out that Anna is married to Logan, or the resident, or old boy. Oh boy, what's his name? Matt. I forgot his name, but you know who that is. Okay, now I will say this. Her husband, his name is Dexter, played by Matt. I forgot his name. But it's always been something about him. I ain't trust him when he was Logan and in the Gilmore Girls, and he was a resident. He was a doctor, so I knew he wasn't gonna be out here like murdering nobody. But I also knew that he have a look about him that possibly he could, in a pinch, murder somebody. That's my boy, though. Okay, but I just, he look a little sketchy in the face to me. So anyway, that's who she's married to. And the next day, he calls her husband, Dexter, calls her and is like, girl, where you at? Like, you supposed to be at the doctor 20 minutes ago. And Anna's like, no, the egg retrieval was at 9. And he's like, no, it's at 8. And you got to be here. If you don't get here in 20 minutes, we got to start all this shit over. So her and her husband are trying to have a baby, okay? They live in Brooklyn. And I was like, this don't look like Brooklyn, but that's not, I haven't been to Brooklyn in many a moon, but I guess maybe that's how Brooklyn be looking nowadays. I don't know, that's where all the rich hipsters stay, so that's how it look, child. But when I went to Brooklyn last time, it ain't look like that, but okay. She's leaving out, she sees like a little woman that's giving dominatrix throwback, but also I don't really know about her kind of vibes. Like, she was looking real throwback at the top, but like dominatrix at the bottom with the shoes, and they was like smoking a cigarette, and like, Anna noticed her, right? And something about her made this, Anna take a little double take, right? Maybe because she wasn't dressed like a hipster. I don't know, child. But Anna's walking and she sees that, old school dominatrix lady was doing something to something on the ground, right? And so she walks over that way to see that old school dominatrix lady put cigarette ashes on a nest that had fallen from a tree. But inside the nest was a exposed baby bird. Like, it was a embryo baby bird robin's egg, because the egg was blue. I don't know, it was gross. But the lady was putting cigarette ashes on it. I'm like, bitch, what kind of shit is that to do? What kind of shit is that to do? Where is your respect for it? Anyway, okay. She got on the subway, and that's how you know traffic was bad, child, because Uber couldn't have got her there quicker than the subway could. Okay, so she got on the subway and made it to the fertility clinic, thanks to the New York transit system. All right, he's in the procedure room with her husband, and we kind of hear their conversation, and she, we hear about her feelings about herself, right? She's like, I'm so sorry, do you still love me? Talking to her husband, even though I'm broken, right? So they've done this procedure twice before, and Dex is trying to be encouraging to her and supportive to her. Now when they doing that, I'm distracted, okay, because the room that they're in, one is giving me Handmaid's Tale. I don't know, something about it was looking real sinister to me. They had like white furniture in it and just like real drapey. It looked like somebody was about to have like a baby shower in there after they left. I don't know, I'm not rich, so maybe that's what rich people procedure rooms look like. Mine be looking real sterile and medicinal. Hers was looking real sterile and like sinister. So I don't know if that's what it was, but it's American Horror Story, so I'm probably just on edge, bitch. I probably felt like a clown was about to pop up out that little side table and just scare the shit out of me, but it didn't, so I was grateful for that. They've given her twilight anesthesia, which is like a little light anesthesia, right? They do her procedure, and I'm confusion because why everybody got on burgundy, all right? You supposed to be sterile right now, baby. I don't know. I don't like, because how you gonna know if you got blood on you if your scrubs is the color of blood? Because change that, fix that. Give me something where you could tell if I'm hemorrhaging, baby. I don't like the color choice. How you get burgundy rubber gloves? No, all right, so I already knew it was something amok, okay? She gets her procedure, she wakes up, and Dr. Hill, no. First of all, no. Let's pump the brakes right there, okay? It's old boy, okay? And I can't remember his name. I feel like his name is Dennis or David. I can't remember his name, but whenever I see his face, I already know he's sinister, okay? I don't know. He don't never play a dad or like a grandpa. He always, I'm assuming that he's gonna be a clown at some point in this episode or this show or this season, excuse me. I know we're not supposed to have no clowns, but it's him, okay? So I'm expecting him to be the bad guy. He gonna murder somebody or has murdered somebody before we met him, okay? His name is Dr. Hill. Immediately no. Change your primary care physician person for your fertility, you know what I'm saying, situations. I don't like that. I don't approve that. Dr. Hill comes up and is like, hey, sweetheart, how you doing? Everybody okay? You did great. I'm here with your husband. And she's like real groggy in the recovery room. Pause. Because why the recovery room, instead of like curtains, they have these little sheer panels that's not blocking no paneling. They're not blocking no person. If I'm the person that's trying to be private and have a little privacy, nah, y'all gonna know all my business. Y'all gonna know all my beeswax. Y'all gonna see my cervix. Nobody was in there, no. I'm just making note. That's all I'm doing, is just making a note. That's it. That's all. Dr. Hill, creepy ass, come up through the door and say, hey, girl, let me ask you some questions. What year is it? What is your name? Who is the president? What day is it? You know, asking questions to see if she's cognitively there, right? But then my boy started talking about, you know, how the process went well and that they're going to give her some progesterone suppositories that she's supposed to use. But he like talking to her husband. Because I'm the one with the cervix. I'm the one with the uterus. I'm the one that's going through the, talk to me, baby. That's how I know I would have went to the Better Business Bureau as well as the manufacturers, Coalition of America, as well as anybody else who I can report his ass to, because no, don't talk to my husband. I'm the one. It's me, okay? Yeah, oh yeah, man, she did a great job. Here, we're gonna give you some stuff and we're gonna talk to me, baby. Just because y'all have yams together don't mean y'all get to talk about me and leave my uterus and my cervix out of it. I'm the one with the fallopian tubes, okay? Talk to me. So they're wheeling homegirl out after her procedure. Her husband went to go get an Uber, right? And you know, when you have a procedure, they don't let you walk out. You know, you got to be in a wheelchair. They kind of leave her in the lobby while, you know, her husband's outside getting the Uber, while he had to go outside to get the Uber. So Anna is an up and coming actress, right? She did this film that's like getting a lot of buzz. And while she's in the waiting room, somebody else that's in there is reading a magazine where she's on the cover, right? And so obviously people are knowing that she's in there for fertility treatments because that's the only thing you can go up in there for. So now everybody knows her business. They didn't do a good job of protecting her anonymity, but you know, she's telling the nurse like, listen, I'm in pain, you know what I'm saying? And the nurse is like, oh yeah, girl, you're just gonna be a little uncomfortable. You know, nothing worth having is worth fighting for, some shit. So she's, you know, kind of getting uncomfortable just sitting there, right? So she gets up and she's getting ready to leave, but in walks Joan Crawford, okay? And I know you think, hell, girl, Joan Crawford been dead 45, 50 years, girl. That can't be Joan Crawford. Listen, baby. It's an old ass white lady with thin eyebrows. So I guess it's really not Joan Crawford, because Joan Crawford eyebrows, baby, didn't quit, okay? Joan Crawford had eyebrows for her eyebrows, okay? But she was giving Joan Crawford energy. Like, don't fuck with me, fellas. Like that kind of energy. But in this person who walked in the treatment center or the fertility center was named Miss Preacher, okay? Miss Preacher is giving vaudeville, okay? Miss Preacher is giving yada da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? She's giving old school energy, right? She's giving MGM lot. She's giving, you know, I'm ready for my close-up Mr. DeMille, okay? She's giving thin eyebrows, you know, scarf over the head, real tight up under the chin, string of pearls, clutching a big ass duffel bag that said Preacher on the front. And I'm thinking, where did you escape from, my love? Because I'm thinking in my mind, menopause done caught your ass a moon ago. So why you in a fertility clinic? Are you a mama? Are you in here with your daughter? Are you in here as a source of support? Do you help the people after they finish with the thing? Because what you doing in here? And if you do work here, why you don't have no scrubs on? Okay, what you coming through the door for with the string of pearls, with the thin ass eyebrows, with your funky attitude, talking about I know you, you're her. That's what she told Anna. And I'm like, girl, what? Who? What? Know what? Girl, because you ain't tell me. Anna ain't tell me nothing yet. Know her from what? And so Anna's thinking, oh yeah, you must have saw me in the movie. Thanks for watching. And the lady was like, bitch, what? Watch what? I don't even own the TV. She ain't say that, but she was like, girl, that's not what I'm talking about. I know you. You're her. And so it freaks Anna out. Anna runs out, and then the people from the clinic are like, Miss Preacher, I told you wasn't supposed to come in here no more. That's why I'm like, why? Who is she for? Like, who's supposed to be supervising Miss Preacher? Because she is unsupervised and causing disturbances in this place where people trying to get their lives together. You know what I'm saying? This is not a place you need disturbances at. People got enough shit going on in the fertility clinic. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get their shit together. We don't need Joan Crawford, little sister, coming in here disturbing people, but she was in there disturbing people, child. So then she's outside the clinic, and Logan, that's not that boy name. His name is Dex in this show, okay? That's not Logan, L. Get it together, okay? So Dex walks up and says, hey, you okay? And Anna looks over and sees old school dominatrix lady from the beginning of the episode outside the fertility clinic. And she tells her husband, she's like, I saw this lady outside our building this morning when I was on my way over here. And then the husband is like, well, maybe she's trying to get pregnant. You know, he's the most popular fertility doctor, Dr. Hill, creepy ass, in the city. And Anna's like, nah, because if she was trying to get pregnant, she wouldn't be smoking. She was out there, you know, choo-choo train smoking, right? So Dex is like, let's get these little suppositories in a refrigerator, because he told, you know, creepy Dr. Hill told them, I'm gonna give you these things, you gotta put them in every night, but you gotta refrigerate them because they, you know, it's live cultures or something, I don't know. And so Dex was like, let's go put these in the refrigerator, let's go get something to eat. Later that night, you know, she goes to the refrigerator to get the suppository, she puts it in, she goes to the sink to wash her hands, and she notices like a little hair is like sticking out. So she tries to like lay it down, it don't want to lay down. So she tries to like pull it to like lay it down flat, but then she pulls it and it keep coming like a damn clown. I'm telling you, I'm paranoid that a clown gonna come out this somewhere in this show, because it like the hair kept coming like the little handkerchief. You know, the clown pull out the handkerchief to just keep going and going and going and going and going. That's what the hair was giving. It just kept going and going and going and going and going. Child, she could have knit like a little sweater with this hair that kept coming out, right? And I was like, listen, I don't have time for that, okay? Just like relax on that, okay? We just getting to know each other. Again, American Horror Story, delicate. Just take it easy on you, girl. But, you know, they're probably not gonna listen. But anyway, and it was giving Black Swan. You remember when she was in the bathroom and she pulled her little cuticle back and then it kept going to like her knuckle, and it was real gross? It was kind of giving that, but less gross. So now we're over there with Kim Kardashian, okay? This is why I really wanted to see the season, because I don't know, like right now TV and movies, they're pissing me off. They have some good stuff on right now, but I'm just kind of looking to shake it up a little bit. Anyway, so Kim Kardashian is Siobhan. Siobhan is Anna's publicist slash best friend. And the first thing we hear Kim Kardashian say is, suck my clit. She's not doing such and such. And I'm like, well, listen, Kimberly, hold on. So that's the kind of publicist she is. I ain't mad about it, child, because you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, okay? So Siobhan is like, girl, listen, I just heard back. Andy Cohen wants you on Watch What's Happening Live. No, what's on tonight? You know his little, Watch What's Happening Live. Yeah, that's the name of the show, huh, child? Ooh, I'm getting older every day, Jesus, and I just don't understand what's happening. I used to be hip, okay? But now I got a bad hip. So that's, you know, life comes at you fast. Anyway, let's move on. So Siobhan is like, yeah, it's gonna be this Thursday. And then Anna's like, well, I got, you know, can we do any other day? You know, that's going to be the day, that's the same day as the egg, you know, the embryo transfer, right? So if they have any viable embryos, we'll transfer them on that same day. And so Anna's like, go ahead and book it. I'm going to make it work, right? She has the calendar reminder in her phone about the egg or the embryo transfer already, right? We can see that. And now she has the Watch What Happens Live on that same day as well. So she's gonna make it work and it's gonna be fine, okay? Siobhan also asked her to sign a doll from a character that she played when she was younger, right? And so the person, whoever wants her to sign this doll, doesn't want her to sign the doll, like the box that the doll comes in. they want her to sign the actual body of the dog, right? And that is very accurate because I got my Oscar Isaac autograph, and when you get your thing, they ask you where you want them to sign it, right? Before they leave Siobhan's office, some kind of way the doll that she just signed that was in a box ends up outside the box in Anna's purse. Poltergeist. I don't like it. Anna's husband was married before he married Anna. That wife died in a car accident, okay? And so it seems as though Anna is kind of haunted by the ghost, or like trying to live up to the presence of his deceased wife, right? And so they're walking their dog in the park and they're talking about it, and she is trying to get him to talk a little bit more about it because she doesn't really know anything about, his wife. They get back to their house and they see the suppositories on the counter. And then the husband is like, did you leave these out? And Anna's like, no, I didn't. So, Dex is like, I'm kind of feeling like you might be a little overwhelmed. Like, maybe everything is happening too fast. Maybe you just need to stay home and rest. Dex has like a big event that he's like gearing up for. And, he's kind of wanting to make sure that she's okay, but he also is focusing on that as well. Later that night, they go out to dinner with Talia, and I'm assuming Talia's partner, Theo. Talia is very British and a royal bitch. I'm not even gonna hold you. She's extremely like passive aggressive, very hoity-toity, child. Kind of very condescending. I don't like Talia at all. But okay, Talia was best friends with Adeline, Dex's wife that passed away in a car accident, right? And that Adeline, was there in spirit, and she just kept like talking about Adeline as though like she should have been there, and I missed her so much and she would have loved this person, and blah, 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 and it making Anna uncomfortable. Anna gets upset and she goes to the bathroom. So Talia takes her bougie ass in there behind Anna to the bathroom, right? Not necessarily to apologize, but just to be like, oh, I'm a royal bitch. I shouldn't have said anything, blah, blah, blah. You and Adeline would have loved each other. Bullshit, right? Like, listen, I hope you don't mind if we move tables. Somebody brought their little child and they making a ton of noise in a restaurant. I don't even know why people would want to bring a child to the restaurant. I don't even know why people would want a child in the first place, like at all, right? And so that was extremely insensitive because that girl know that Dex and Anna are trying to have a baby and that they have been unsuccessful in their attempts thus far and that they are trying fertility treatments. Bitch. Talia has given Anna her red lipstick, right? And so I'm like, first of all, who takes somebody else's, like, I don't even like you. I don't want none of your juju on me. They come out and Dr. Hill creepy ass has called Dex. Why Dex? To tell them that they have 2 embryos that are viable and they're gonna do the transfer on Thursday. And Anna's like, let's switch it to Friday. I got something to do. Gets home that night and she's just kind of looking at the embryo transfer calendar reminder. And she sees that she set it for 11 o'clock, which is what they agreed to when they were on the phone with creepy Dr. Hill. But then when she sees it, it moves to 12 o'clock, like 1 hour later. And she's like, well, what the hell is going on? But that's exactly what happened at the beginning of the episode, right? She was like an hour, like she said it was for 9, but it was actually for 8. She goes on Watch What Happens Live with Andy, and she's, I don't know. I don't know what her personality is, like as a character, or like what Anna's personality is. But when she's with Dex and everybody else, she's very like sweet and, whatever. She doesn't seem really outgoing or really raunchy. But when she gets on Watch What Happens Live with Andy, child, she was talking about she was fucking somebody on the thing, Stephen Alcott. I don't even know if that's a real person or not, child. I'm gonna have to check. But I was like, girl, what you talking about? You got a husband, girl, what you said? You done slept with somebody to get a role? Like, is that a joke? Like, who? I don't know. She looks out into the audience who is responding well to her, and she sees Joan Crawford's little sister. Okay, she sees Miss Preacher in the audience like, mean mug. Everybody else is joked out, but Preacher's like, that throws her off. And it's, Watch What Happens Live, honey. So it was live and everybody saw her kind of freeze up, right? So she gets home and she's like, Dex, are you here? Dex is not there because Dex is at a party. Okay, this is his big night. The new artist that he was talking about from Germany is there, debuting the work or whatever. And Dex said that they had both agreed that because everything was going on with the, the transfer and, her schedule or whatever, that she wouldn't go to the party. And she's like, nah, I don't remember that. I'm on my way, okay? I wouldn't have told him I was on my way, but I'd have been on the way though. Sonia is the artist, right? So when she looks at Sonia looks exactly like Adeline, Dex's wife, who passed away in a car accident, right? Just with different hair. And Dex comes up behind Anna and puts his hand on her shoulder, and it freaks her out, and she like screams in the middle of this art show, right? And so she and Dex start talking, and he's like, listen, you tripping. He's like, listen, you turn it up. Don't bring this in here. This is my night. This is a big deal for me. You know, I think you need to go ahead and go home, right? The next day, they had the egg transfer procedure with creepy Dr. Hill. He brings in a picture of the embryo that they're going to transfer in her. And, you know, she likes that. You know, she thought it was very thoughtful. Now, coming from him, juju, okay? Juju. I don't do juju, all right? So I don't know what it is, but he did it. So they take her to the Handmaid's Tale procedure room and start the procedure, right? And so they have given her that twilight anesthesia again. And so she's starting to get a little loopy, and she's starting to like doze off. But before she does, she looks to the side and sees Maleficent Grandma, okay? Also known as Preacher, because what you doing in there? Okay, it looked like she had horns and everything, child. I was like, absolutely no. Absolutely no, immediately no, run away, get up. Okay, fight for your life, okay? Because why are you in here? All right, you are not authorized medical personnel. Okay, where's your badge? Did you scan twice to get up in here? Did you do a fingerprint scan or a retinal scan? How did you get back here, lady? You probably don't even have no fingerprints. So Maleficent Grandma opened her mouth and started pulling her tongue out. She rips her tongue out, then there's buku blood all over the place. Then we look at Anna. Anna's mouth is all stitched up like Billy Butcherson and Hocus Pocus, okay? And I'm like, girl, listen. No. Maleficent Grandma, with the blood dripping down her mouth, start to like kiss or like put her mouth on Anna's mouth that is all stitched up. Then Anna wakes up at the house, not in the recovery room, not in the Uber. And then Dex says, baby, reduce that. Reduce the creepiness factor in which you said that, because what you're saying it to me for. And, you know, the next thing you know, she's waking up. And we're right back to where we started in the beginning of the episode, right? This go around, she sees that red lipstick that Talia, stupid ass, gave her in the bathroom that day, right? And then she gets a calendar alert that says, look in the mirror. And then she goes to the mirror. The writing says, don't do it, Anna, written in red lipstick. And then the episode is over. Mid. That's what the kids say, huh? It was mid. Maybe they're gonna pump it up, okay? Maybe they're gonna like give it a little sauce a little later. This was sauce free. This was sodium free, okay? This was, you know, diet in terms of the excitement factor. So maybe we just laying the foundations. Maybe we just getting the characters in, and maybe we just need to understand their motivations and understand what they're really about. But this one, it was like, all right. I mean, cool. You know, I don't really like none of the people in the thing. I'm not, you know, I'm not like, yeah, I can tell that's gonna be my partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not where I'm at with it. In my mind, I'm still looking for a clown. I be looking all behind the potty plants, child, in the back of the thing, because I feel like a clown just gonna be like back there somewhere, and I don't like that, and I'm just on edge about it. But I give this episode a 5 out of 10, mid, because that's what the kids say. We'll see. I mean, you know, I was gonna cover the Changeling on my channel because I'm watching that as well. But the Changeling, baby, when I tell you confusion, I don't know what the hell going on in the Changeling, baby. I don't know who is what and what happened when, baby. I don't know none of the W's. Who, what, when, where, and why. I got nothing. I got no answers, okay? And we on episode 7, I believe. So, you know, comment down below and let me know if you're watching the Changeling. Comment down below and let me know if you're watching American Horror Story. Delicate. Kim Kardashian, she was there too. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like, damn, Kim, you must have been sitting with a little coach, huh, girl? It wasn't that either. So, you know, but who am I to talk? You know what I'm saying? I'm not an actress, so maybe she did a phenomenal job for her skill set. Maybe she just surpassed what she was expecting. I don't know. Anyway, comment down below and let me know what you thought of the episode. I am so happy to be back, y'all. If you have any suggestions on what I should cover, it has to be something I could catch up on, like something that's new and fresh. Now, I was thinking about doing Twilight because I still have not seen Twilight. Like, I have not seen a full one of those movies. I've only seen them on TV, and when I try to watch them, they be so like gloomy that I just be like gloomed out a little bit, and then I zoom out and get on my cell phone and I don't be paying attention. So I was thinking about doing Twilight. Because I feel like that's like a fall, like cold outside kind of, you know, situation. So let me know if you want to see me recap Twilight, because I was thinking about that too. But anyway, I missed y'all. I can't wait to talk to y'all in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.